Hello and welcome to my channel. The buzzing sound you hear in the back as they're mowing. It figures, man, just when I get all my knives laid out, I got my thought process ready, and boom, like, oh man. So they do that, and they do leaf blowers, and yeah, it's a whole crew. Alright, my idea behind this was I wanted to show examples of single-bladed knives that are fairly large that you can get for $20 or less. And I was going to try to do 10 of them, but I've just got so many of them examples that I wanted to include, and I was going to go like 10 plus honorable mentions. So anyways, we're just going to get into it, and that was my parameter. And larger, you know, would be like you can at least get 4 fingers on it, you know, and it's a single blade and it opens up. If you want to see the individual reviews in these, I'll try to link that in the description. But this is pretty cool. This classifies as that because I know I didn't pay over $20 for this one, although I'd pay $20 for it easily. So yeah, and then this one goes right around $20. This is the marbles, you know, folding. Look at the size of that honker, man. It's got a nice little swing guard and everything, and then this guy, it's called the safety folder. That guy falls back in, and there's no way you've got a fixed blade, basically. There's no way that thing's gonna close on you. And it's a huge blade. Alright, so we got that one out of the way. One thing you want to watch out on that is make sure this is all the way open. Don't have it like this and close your blade, because even though it's got a little channel there, that's for when it's closed all the way, and not for when it's up there halfway. And some people have had problems with alignment on these where they don't line up and stuff like this, but you get a really decent, they did a really good job on this bone here. I mean, it really looks nice. Like I said, to me, if you get up to it really close to stuff, you'll see a little purplish tint, but it's not bad. I like the darker one. Alright. Of course you've seen Sunny the Sunfish, but it's a nice, you know, single blade sunfish. Locks up nicely, nice and thin. In the bigger size, you can put your whole hand in there. You don't have to worry about it. This is supposed to be pewter. The original, I'm going to try to find my other one, the two-bladed, the canoe, because it was supposed to be Mitchell, USA, made in USA and everything. And then Patty was telling me, he goes, hey, I've got something that looks just like that blade edge, just like it. And sure enough, one of 500 or something, sure enough, they make these in China. Alright, so we got the Backwoods Bushcrafter. I think it's called the Folding Hunter. You don't have to necessarily get this series, but you'll get this type of knife, you know, for easily $20 or less. And they just did a really nice job with the saw cut bone on this. It has the copper bolsters that you can keep shiny if you want. Doesn't look too bad with that R when it's got that patina on it, you know, because it's patina differently. So even though it stands out a little bit, that for some reason it doesn't bother me. I don't know. So yeah, we got this one, and then you find these occasionally when they have them in Smokies. They're like $10, but it's a large Coke bottle. It's got this like spear, hollow ground type of saber drop point. I almost named everything. It's got this spear, hook, hawkbill, karambit sort of. Yeah, but anyway, it's a decent knife, and it's got a lazy half stop. I think I've done a review on this one before, but it's in that artificial tortoise shell. Pretty decent. Naked bolster. Ah, I'm naked. Alright, here we go. This is a lockback in white bone. Smooth white bone. Nice and thin. Solid lockup. Nice long blade. This is another one of those you got to work in the lock release, because, man, when it's locked up, it's locked up. It ain't going nowhere. Oh, but yeah, no shield. Nice white bone. You can dye this. It has some gappage, you know, but I don't care. As long as the knife works. Single-bladed Barlow. Oh, this was a gift. Ram's horn bone. Sharp tested. See that one? I don't mind. I don't really. He's got 2 R's there too. Instead of 1 R, he's got 2. But at least they did it decently. They didn't off-center it. They didn't make it huge. And it has some Western flavor to it. You know, your traditional knife. Don't lose that. This is the Mirror R. But this is, yeah, the simulated, but they did a very good job of it. Ram's horn. Very nice. Alright, where are we at? Alright, what would we be without a melon tester or a toad sticker? Poor toads. Let's stick poor little toads. But yeah, this thing is nice. It's got a very pointy, if you're going to do any stabbing, you make sure you grab it by the kick, because that's the danger of a traditional knife with a long blade, is you get your hands where you get back here where you got a good grip on it, and you hit something that you're not expecting resistance on, and if you don't watch out, it's going to close on you. And depending on how hard you're pushing, it could be known as Three-Finger Joe or Sally after that. So, I had one of these when I was a kid. It was taken away from me because they were afraid. This is a saber. My parents were afraid I was going to do something wrong with it. I already did before they got a hold of me. I jump-started my own truck. I had to bypass the starter relay, and I used my knife. That's what this arc, this big pit in here is from. And back here on the bolster, I shined it off a little bit more. There was some more arcing in there where, yeah, your knife will conduct electricity, but use a pair of pliers if you're going to do that. Alright, this one here is a surprise one. It was in a marbles gift thing. Comes in a nice little box that has a little old school bronze compass and everything. The handles do feel kind of, you know, like it's melted plastic, but it has a nice little scene of a deer about to get his head blown off by a hunter he doesn't see hiding in a bush. Oh yeah, here's the deer. See, there's a deer, and there's either his girlfriend or his baby, about to be an orphan. There's a hunter back over here in a bush. Alright, yeah, and on this other scene, I think we have the same thing, basically, yeah. Oh yeah, we're seeing it over from here. See, back in the wood line, I see that. The hunter right there. He's got him lining his sights up. Last thing this deer is gonna see is his brains going all over. Oh, all right, well, we don't want to get too scary on this and freak people out too much. Get too morbid. Life of a deer. All right, so also we've got large toothpick, of course. Again, you got a nice kick. Your hand rests right here, nice place. So if you have to do any pokey stabbies, you're in a pretty good position, and you can get your whole hand on it. This is the marbles version. What's it made out of? Here, let me open up my blade and tell you. Ram's horn. It's got that flying squirrel bomb, whatever that is. But yeah, this is nicely done. This is not like ram's horn bone. This is real, for real ram's horn. Just like this Barlow was too. Right? But we're talking about single blade ones. Alright, we got this Rough Ryder single blade locking work knife. Another decent knife, kind of the, doesn't swoop quite up as much as a normal, you know, like Sodbuster or whatever, but within that range and class. So there you go. I think we've covered all of them, and we come up to almost 10 minutes, so think I did a good thing here on the video. Yeah, so if you want to get into traditional knives, the good thing about it is whatever you like. There's probably one out there in that color or that material, and you don't have to go crazy. You can just get one, see if you like it. If you get one and you go, wow, I like this, I'm going to collect all of them. Uh-oh, you got an issue. Welcome to the club. I try not to do that, but sometimes it'll hit you. You know, you'll get this out and you go, wow, man, I've been passing this knife up for a while, but it really is a decent work knife. So yeah, there you go. Before the buzzing in my head goes crazy. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.